Love Your Life. Love Your Life. Love Your Life, a show like no other, one that aims to inspire you to live a life you love. Choosing to be positive and having a grateful attitude is going to determine how you're going to live your life. Love yourself. Love yourself. Love your day. Love your day. Love your life. Love your life. Love your life.
Love Your Life, prepared and presented by Sayyida Mayya Al Said.
Love your life. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Peace and blessings be upon you all. Today is the 15th episode. We are halfway through on my side of Love Your Life show, which is a daily show on your nation station for the month of Ramadan. This is your host, Mayya Al Said, also known as the Sewist on social media. Love Your Life is a program that is on, as I said, every day from 2:30 right up until 3:30. This is a live show. You know what that means. Means you can pick up the call, join me on the discussion that we have today or any other day. And today's topic is going to be never give up on yourself. And you can do so by calling 24 60 20 58, 24 60 20 58. Today's topic, as I said, will be never give up on yourself. If you would love to hear this show repeated, there are two ways you can do that. The show will be repeated on your nation station at 10 minutes past midnight, and also it will be available on my YouTube channel, The Sewist, and there are all the other episodes there as well. So let's get started with today's topic. Never give up on yourself. Life is hard, as we all know. Some days are harder than others. There are good days and, there are bad days. But for some reason, it's the bad days that we tend to most relate to. We tend to forget the good days or the happy moments. And sometimes these bad days or the things that happen to us tend to define us, and it brings us down. So today, as every day that I do, I try to remind you that you should never give up on yourself. Life has a way of reminding us what it is, the fact that it is life. And you know what life is, ups and downs, good, bad. But it's how you go through it that matters. And never giving up on yourself or on your dreams or anything that you want to do is a key factor in having a life that you love. If this is the first time you're tuning in to your nation station and listening to me, and you're probably wondering what this all is about, this show, Love Your Life, is about inspiring you to live a life that you love. We discuss topics that matter, that make you think, that make you hopefully want to change. It can be as little as waking up earlier in the morning to making the most of your day. If I manage to do that, if I manage to make you feel that you matter, that this life that you have is a beautiful one, but you just have to have the right mindset and the right eyes to see it with and to live it with. So this is basically what I aim to do through this show. Never give up on yourself. The reason most people never achieve their dreams is because they simply give up. And the successful people are the ones that don't. And that's why we know of them. We don't know of the ones that don't give up, do we? No, sorry. We don't know the ones that give up. Okay, that's better. We know the ones that don't give up, that make it, that challenge themselves despite whatever they're going through. And especially the bad. It's because let's be real. When it gets tough, that's when we think, okay, I can't do this anymore. Because if everything was smooth sailing, then why would we want to give up? Because there's no challenge. There's no lesson to be learned. There is, it's easy. But life isn't easy, is it? And you have to realize that you have to equip yourself mentally, physically, to be able to face whatever it is that life is going to throw at you. Just a reminder that this is a live show. This is your host, Mayya Al Said, on your nation station. You're more than welcome to call me on 24 60 20 58, 24 60 20 58, and with me in the studio is Ayoub Al Busaidi, who would gladly transfer the calls over to me. Just a reminder, as I always do, and you probably know this by heart by now, only call me when it is safe to do so. Your life and the life of others matter, so please don't risk it. All right, and we have a caller.
Assalamu alaikum, madam.
Wa alaikum salam wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.
Ma'am, today's topic, Masha, is very interesting topic. But I have got small query on this.
Please tell me.
Yeah, we are human beings.
Yes.
Okay?
Mm-hmm.
Our human beings' nature might be, I don't know to what extent I might be, right? Allahu Alam.
Mm-hmm.
So once we get what we are, like, example, I want something. I'll try a lot to get it. By the grace of Allah Ta'ala, I'll get it.
Bi'idhnillah, yes.
Once I get it, I'll not have so much love and affection what I had before I wanted.
Mm-hmm.
What I mean to say is, what we want to get before that, we might be having, we are ready to do anything for that. Once we get what we wanted, we will not be having so much emotion and affection on that, what we needed, once we achieved it. What do you comment on this?
Okay, I get what you mean. Would you mind me commenting after?
Of course.
Okay.
Anytime.
Thank you
I'll be listening your show.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much.
And another thing, just I want to tell you, my daughter wanted to pass this message. You are one of the good program. My daughter name is Isra Fatima. Alhamdulillah.
Yes.
She likes to hear your show.
Thank you so.
8 years old, but she said that Auntie talks very nicely. It's very informative.
Oh, mashallah. Thank you so much, Isra Fatima, and yourself for allowing her to listen to me. That's such an honor. Thank you both for listening.
Okay, thank you.
You're most welcome. Wa alaikum salam rahmatullah. Okay, thank you so much for the question. And I remember talking about this. I don't know if you tuned in. I can't remember which episode it was, because I feel all my episodes are kind of interlinked to sharing the same message. But you're totally right. I understand where you're coming from, that, we might work so hard to achieve this goal or this dream that we have. But then sometimes once we achieve it, it's like we don't, okay, we'll be happy for the moment. And then we're back to thinking, what do I do now? Or, questioning ourselves or something like that, or not really benefiting from our achievements. But if you remember, one of the topics I said is to focus on what you have, be grateful for what you have. And that, I think, falls into the achievements. And you have to enjoy the moment, that when you do get that achievement, that you do enjoy it. And sometimes if the goals are really big, they're, I think, very hard for you to forget. Especially if you challenge yourself and you've come a long way to achieve whatever it is that you want to achieve. It's very unlikely that you will forget how it feels, or, you'll be very proud of yourself. For example, I think it's always easier to relate when you hear a personal story. And I'll keep repeating this because it seems to fit in so many episodes. When I quit my job, it is a very life-changing and challenging thing that I personally had to go through. And it's only been, a couple of months. But it's not like it was a goal of mine, to be honest, for a very long time. And not to say that I didn't enjoy working or anything like that, but it's just not something that I saw myself doing for a very long time, and I needed to change that. And I had to go through a lot of things, of course, as you can imagine, before I took that decision. But once I took that decision, it's not like I've forgotten about it. Every day I am reminded, and I am blessed to be able, alhamdulillah, first of all, to be so proud of myself to have taken that decision and still be able to do better every day. The reason I am here on the show is because I never gave up on myself. It's a dream that I had, and here I am today. So any achievements that I have done, or any achievements, and for that matter, any challenges or failures that I have, come across in my life, has brought me to where I am today. So no matter what happens, I think it's very hard for us to forget, because we're constantly reminded of the person who we are today. Just a reminder that this is Love Your Life, and this is your host, Mayya Al Said, also known as the Sewist on social media. You're more than welcome to call me. The topic we're discussing today is never give up on yourself. And the number to call is 2460 2058, 2460 2058. As I said, life was never meant to be easy. It's meant to be lived, experienced, the good, the bad, the happy and the sad, the smiles and the tears. But never does one moment define who we are, not even our successes, because every day we choose who we want to be. And, when we have certain attributes or certain characteristics that we have in our personality, I feel that is a huge contribution to who we are. And giving up never giving up on yourself is one of those things that we have to have. Just a reminder that you're more than welcome to call me. This is your program. Yes, I'm hosting it on your nation station, Oman FM, but this is for you. I am here for you. We're all here for you. Even Ayub is here for you. And we want for you to realize that you have a beautiful life and you are able to achieve your dreams no matter what happens, no matter what consequences. Some people might think, Mayya, you just talk, the talk and you don't necessarily walk the walk. If you know me, you know that I'm not that type of person. I do say what I'm going to do, challenged or not challenged. I try, inshallah, with all that I'm capable of, to do what I say I'll do, because I deserve to live this life in the most deserving form that I feel I deserve. And of course the focus is, we never forget, the focus is to worship Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. And living life, a happy life, it all depends on what you want. And never giving up on yourself, on your dreams, is a major part of that. We will talk more about it right after this break. Don't you go anywhere. Love your life. Love your life. Love your life. Get ready to be inspired this Ramadan. A show like no other. One that aims to inspire you to live a life you love. Love your life.
Love Your Life, daily from 2:30 to 3:30 p.m.
and will be repeated at 12 midnight.
Love your life.
with our Sayyida Mayya Al Said
On your nation station, Oman FM.
Are you ready to love your life?
Oman is a country full of treasures. From its people to its history, beaches to its mountains, deserts to its wadis. Show off your knowledge of this great country and win cash prizes with Talal this Ramadan on weeknights and Hafid every weekend from 10 p.m. to midnight. You can be a winner on Treasure Wadi.
Treasure Wadi.
Let the party begin.
Win cash prizes and surprises here on the Nation Station.
Love your life. Love your life. Welcome back to Your Nation Station. This is your host Mayya Al Said on your show Love Your Life. Today we are talking about never giving up on yourself. This is a live show. You're more than welcome to join me by calling 2460 2058 2460 2058, and I'm here right up until 3:30. The show will be repeated at 10 past midnight, and any of the past shows, including this one, will be up on my YouTube channel, The Sewist. Before the break, I was saying that life was never meant to be easy. It's meant to be lived, experienced, the good, the bad, the happy and the sad, smiles and tears. What's important also to remember is that the times when it gets hard are the times when you are tested, when you need to just keep going, even when it gets tough. Because as I said, when things are easy or everything is working out, you're just doing it because it's just, everything is going your way. What happens is when you challenge yourself, or when things happen in life that challenge you and challenge the process that you want to do, that's when you're tested, and that's when you have to dig deep in yourself and think, okay, I need to pull in whatever strength I have to make it through. And I believe we have a caller. Salam alaikum. Salam alaikum.
Wa alaikum salam.
Bashir, how are you, brother?
Yeah, alhamdulillah, I'm fine. How about you?
Alhamdulillah, I'm very well.
Ramadan Kareem.
Ramadan,
with Ramadan.
Yes, mashallah, it's going quite fast. May Allah, accept our fastings and blessings, inshallah.
Ameen. Thank you. So really, it is a good topic, especially for the children.
Yes.
Those who are studying.
Mm-hmm.
Sometimes they said, no, it is difficult, we cannot do it. But should not never give up hopes. But
Yes.
the thing is, hard work is very important for this,
Of
to
course.
achieve anything.
Mm-hmm. That's so true. And I think children are so used to, they see us as parents and they think we have it all figured out, and we tend not to complain to our children because they don't understand it, and they, we're trying to make it easier for them because
Yeah,
maybe
you're
we
right.
had a difficult childhood or whatever it is. But they need to understand that life isn't going to be easy. And I always tell my daughters, even when she wants something and she can't have it, and sometimes I say, you don't always get what you want in life, and life is not easy. We as parents try to make it easy for you, but reality it isn't, and you'll have to learn the hard way. And as you beautifully said, that in order to achieve whatever it is you want to achieve, first of all, you have to plan, and you have to do the best you can do. You can't just go into an exam not being prepared and, thinking, oh, I'm going to pass. What have you done? Do you even try? So yes, that's a beautiful way of reminding us that in order to never give up on yourself, it's easy to say, but there's so many things that go into it.
Yeah, you are right. You should not never give up, but the hard work is very important behind to achieve whatever
it is.
we want.
Yes.
Yeah.
Thank you so much, Bashir, for your call. You are more than welcome to contribute just as Bashir did by calling 2460 2058, 2460 2058. We are discussing never giving up on yourself. So as I was saying before Bashir's call, is what's important to remember that when times get hard, that is when you really have to find out in you how you can continue, how you don't give up. As I said in the beginning, life isn't about talk. It's about commitment, a commitment to yourself to live a life that you are happy to live despite its ups and downs. Do we have a caller? Ayub? And that means by saying, that's quite profound, to say that it's a commitment to yourself. To know that even though whatever it is that you want to do, and I'm talking very broadly here, but it applies to anything that you want to do. Like Bashir said, it could be for children wanting to go into preparing for an exam. It could be for a mother who's raising her kids. It could be when you start a new job, when you take on a new hobby, whatever it is, you can use this principle, this concept for any areas in your life. It's not only focused on one. If somebody wants to start as well a business, you can use that for not giving up on yourself, because you'll be faced with challenges. And challenges are faced in all areas of life, not just one. Quitting is not an option. If you give up on things that matter to you the most, it is very likely to become the normal thing you do in your life. And you will lose all the valuable lessons, the joy of perseverance and achievements. That will, you won't learn any of that because you just give up. I know that what I'm saying is maybe hard to swallow and you're doubting yourself, but I'm telling you, anyone who was successful, it didn't come easy. But the one thing that kept them going, one, was knowing that they had a purpose. 2 was believing in themselves. And 3 is never giving up. You're more than welcome to join me on this topic today, which is something very dear to my heart, because it's something that I have had to face personally in my life, and it's called Never Giving Up on Yourself on your nation station. This is your program, Love Your Life. Join me. Let me know what your thoughts are by calling 2460 2058, 2460 2058. Believing in yourself is key. Your journey, make it interesting. Make it count, because this is your life. We have a caller. Assalamu alaikum.
Alaikum assalam wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.
How are you,
Good afternoon.
Good afternoon, brother. How are you?
I'm doing good.
Alhamdulillah.
How are you?
Alhamdulillah. Please introduce yourself. Who am I speaking to?
It's Yaqub.
Yaqub.
Al-Katrif, yeah.
Okay. So let me know, what are your thoughts, Yaqub? Have you been listening into the show?
Yeah, well, it's really interesting. I'm just driving on my way and just listening to the, to your show.
Mm-hmm.
It's really interesting. Struck me, this life is full of hurdles, full of, humps.
Yes.
And definitely, as you kept saying, it's never give up.
Yes.
Yeah, it's very nice not to giving up,
Mm-hmm.
And just go on to your path, and eventually we'll go from your destination, isn't it?
Can you just repeat that? I didn't get the last thing you said.
Well, eventually you'll get your destination.
Yes.
Once you just move on, isn't it?
Yes, true. And sometimes the destination, the journey is not easy. And we can't expect it to be easy because this is not, life is not easy to begin with, yani. So expecting to reach wherever we want to reach, whatever we want to do, we have to prepare ourselves mentally that we might fail. We might get some difficulties. People might not really see our vision or what we want to do. But it's okay.
Exactly. And it's good to bear in mind, to enjoy the journey rather than the destination,
That's true.
So while just going on, you just, face many good things, not only, the hurdles, not only the difficulties,
yes,
but also the good things. And from the other way around, if I see to the other who are just, blocking the ways to the people, to move on.
Yes.
It's because of our religion. It's Allah.
True.
Who just, leads us to our destination, to guide us.
Yes.
So, if just leave the way as it is, people will just move forward instead of just, discouraging them. It's better to encourage other people to, isn't it?
Yes, it is. And when you say that if Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, everything of course happens, Allah is the best of planners. And sometimes He wants, not sometimes, sorry about that, He wants the best for us. And sometimes we want things that we think is good for us, but it isn't. And, He just directs us to another way, not this way, try this way, until we realize that, subhanAllah, the path that He wanted us to take is the best path for us. Thank you so much, Yaqub, for your call.
I like your show. Thank you very much.
You're most welcome, Yaqub. Thank you so much for tuning in. Enjoy it.
Have a nice afternoon.
You too. Jazakallah khair. Assalamu alaikum.
Wa alaikum salam.
How are you, brother?
Fine. My name is Sayyida Ramadani.
Hello, Saeed. Thank you so much for tuning into the show. What are your thoughts on this topic today?
Yeah, I think people give up because they focus their love in the big event only. Not the small events. When we want to be happy, we should be happy even with the small things in our life.
Okay.
And not only just focus on the cutting the cake, even the preparing for the party.
Okay.
So the life is not just a big positive things. Everything small can make you happy.
Yes.
So I think when we see things like this, every small thing can make us happy, not just only big events.
True.
So I think that will help us when we feel depressed or something.
That's very true. It's similar to what Yaqub was saying, that, it's not just the destination, that we should enjoy our way to getting whatever we want us to do. And you're just saying it in a, subhanAllah, in a beautifully different way about the party, the cake, okay? So it's the same sort of concept and such a beautiful way to explain it to somebody who might not have understood it. So thank you so much, Saeed.
Thank you.
You're most welcome.
Bye.
Thank you so much, everyone, for your contributions. And it is lovely to hear from you. And as you know, today's topic is never give up on yourself. You're more than welcome to join me on discussing it and sharing your thoughts or stories by calling 2460 2058, 2460 2058. This is your nation station, your host Mayya Al Said on Love Your Life. If you've just tuned in, as I said before, we're discussing never give up on yourself. Yaqub, what? Ayub is making me laugh. I'm saying so many names of the callers because now I'm getting used to them. So Ayub is just making me laugh on the studio. So back to what I was saying is life is hard, and what I'm telling you is don't give up. Your life is a journey. Make it count. And we have a caller. Salam alaikum.
Wa alaikum.
Wa alaikum salam wa rahmatullah.
How are you, sister?
Alhamdulillah. How are you, brother?
Doing good. My name is Abraham.
Yes.
And I'm calling you from Sinau.
Sinau, mashallah.
Yeah, I'm working over here.
Okay.
Actually, I was just hearing to your show, and I completely agree to what you said, believing in oneself and everything.
Yes.
But I just want to add some more thing to that.
Please do.
Sometimes, I feel, sometimes, there are situations where we hold on to certain things which may not be the right thing for us.
Yes.
But we think that this is the right thing and we keep on pursuing it.
Yes.
But that ultimately leads us to something very bad or something. So we have to know exactly whether sometimes, it is okay to give up when you know that it is not meant for you or it is not right. And at the same time, believing in God, saying that He not to give up on Him. At the same time, giving up on certain things which might not be good for you.
Yes, that's a very valuable point. Probably, and thank you so much. Which is why I love it when you call, because you give such a different view and something maybe that I didn't think of initially. So thank you so much for your contributions, and I will just talk about it after you leave the conversation, so we can allow for others to call. Thank you so much for your contribution.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Yeah.
So just before I answer, I just want to let you know that, mashallah, the lines are all busy, and I thank you so much for wanting to contribute. So just please keep on calling. I'll try to make the callers, just get their contribution and then respond to them on air. Okay, so with regards to the last caller, it's so true. When I say don't give up, sometimes it's just not going to happen. But the thing is to not give up on the idea. You might find another way of doing it. And I remember, I think it was Hatem who called a couple of episodes ago and talked about how he had wanted to do a certain job but then changed. But even wanting to do that, he learned so many things that allowed him to be the person who he is today. So don't give up on that dream, but try and find other ways of doing it, even if it is not exactly what you wanted to do. And we have another caller. Assalamu alaikum.
Wa alaikum assalam.
How are you, brother?
I'm great. Yourself?
Alhamdulillah. Would you mind introducing yourself?
This is Nabhan.
Nabhan. Thank you very much for your call. What are your thoughts?
I'm stuck on a traffic jam, but I'm not giving up.
That's good. Just be patient.
Yeah, I'm okay.
Okay. So
I just wanted to share one thing.
Yes.
We are Muslims. We are so blessed.
Alhamdulillah.
Because at the end of the day, we are rewarded for our actions, not necessarily our results.
True.
And that's a very rewarding and blessing thing, because there is no reason to give up whatsoever,
Mm-hmm.
We are rewarded anyway, as long as it's aligned with the values and for the sake of Allah,
Subhanallah. This is the beauty of Islam. Alhamdulillah.
Definitely.
Yes. Thank you so much for your call, Nabhan.
It's my pleasure. Have a good day.
You too. Ma salama. Indeed, it is such a beautiful reminder that no matter what happens, that we are rewarded for our actions and not for our results. Thank you so much for sharing that with us, Nabhan. And we have another caller. Assalamu alaikum. How are you, brother?
Yeah, I'm good. Good.
Alhamdulillah. Please introduce yourself.
Yeah, my name is Mahmoud Masham.
Okay, and what are your thoughts on today's topic?
Yeah, I just want to say that the world is not it's catered to break your heart.
Okay.
And we should never give up in the life. We should suffer too much problems in our life, but we should think that the dunya is created to break your heart, not for happiness only.
The
so
dunya.
we suffer from that problems. We'll get reach to the happiness inside.
Inshallah. Thank you so much for your call.
Okay, yeah.
Okay. Mashallah, I'm just loving all these contributions. I'm overwhelmed by all your calls, and I can see this topic. I'm so glad I actually decided to do it. It seems that many of you can relate to it, and I'm so touched, alhamdulillah. So the topic today is never give up on yourself, and we have a caller. Assalamu alaikum.
Hello?
Hello, assalamu alaikum.
Alaikum salam.
How are you, sister?
I'm fine.
Alhamdulillah. Please introduce yourself. I can hear you. Please introduce yourself.
Okay, my name is Monique.
Okay, Monique. What are your thoughts on today's topic, which is never giving up on yourself?
Yeah, actually, it's the first time I participate. I felt like I need to say something. I liked everything that was discussed, but I wanted to add that, perseverance and determination is the key.
Yes.
And, we're living in a very hard time, and we have more challenges than what you used to have before.
Yes.
So without believing in ourselves, without believing in the strong will we have, we will not be able to make it. So everyone has to, first of all, believe in God, and that God, He wants the best for us, even if we don't see it immediately. And then because so many times we think, why God didn't do this? I prayed so much, I asked, and then at the end of the day we knew that he knew better than us, and it was not good for
us.
Was not good for our future, and he put us on the path that is really, like it's for us.
Yes.
So we have to believe in him, and we have to believe in ourselves. We have to have the strong will to make things happen.
Yes.
And we should not wait for things to come, in front of us. We have to play a role. And our role is much stronger now and much challenging with what's happening. But whatever they say, there is a say, what doesn't kill you
makes you stronger. Yes, it does.
So this is it. It's like without being optimistic and without determination, we won't be able to do it. I just wanted to add this.
Thank you so much, Monique. It's just putting the dots on, or the curves on the saying. It's beautifully wrapped up. It seems that you should be sitting right next to me on the show today. Thank you so much for your contribution.
Thank you very much.
Have a good day.
You. Thanks.
And with that, I'm just, if you could see me now, I always say this on my show, and it seems I'm always smiling, alhamdulillah. But you guys are doing this to me. Thank you so much for all your positive energy. And we shall take a short break and be right back. Don't you go anywhere.
Initialize sequence now.
Join Oman Radio's big time giveaway this Ramadan and win a Lexus GS350 on the last day. It's so easy to join. Just send SMS with your full name to 90465 and be the lucky one to bring home a brand new Lexus GS350. The more you send, the more chances of winning. Oman Radio's big time giveaway this Ramadan. Join now. Ramadan Mubarak.
Love your life. Love Your Life, a show like no other, one that aims to inspire you to live a life you love. Choosing to be positive and having a grateful attitude is going to determine how you're going to live your life.
Love yourself.
Love yourself.
Love your day.
Love your day.
Love your life.
Love your life.
Love your life.
Love Your Life, prepared and presented by Sayyida Mayya Al Said.
Love your life.
Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Welcome back to your nation station. You know what time it is. It's Love Your Lifetime with Mayya Al Said. Today we're discussing Never Give Up on Yourself. This is a live show. You're more than welcome to join me by calling 2460 2058. 2460 2058. Just a little tip, please, when you call, reduce your radio because there's an echo, then you can't hear us and nor can we hear you. And I guess that's it. Anyway, so now we have a caller. Assalamu alaikum. Wa alaikum salam wa rahmatullah.
How are you? How are things?
Alhamdulillah, I'm well. How are you?
Very good. My name is Yahya today.
Yahya. Thank you very much for your call. So, what are your thoughts?
I have a short story. I come from a very poor family.
Mm-hmm.
And one day, I heard this story, so I find it very motivating.
Okay.
There was this guy who wanted to make a lot of money, so he went to his guru, and the guru told him that if you want to make a lot of money like me, I'll meet you tomorrow at the beach.
Okay.
The guy was surprised that, why would I go to the beach? I want to make money. I don't want to be a lifeguard. So this guy goes to the beach. The guru takes him and drowns him.
Okay.
What motivates me for this is that the guru told him, when you were underwater, what did you want to do? The guy said, I wanted to breathe. So the guru told him that if you want to succeed as bad as you want to be, you will be successful. And in any matter, if you want to give up, think of how much that thing means to you.
Yes.
If it means a lot to you, you will never give up.
Yes.
So my point is determination.
MashaAllah. Thank you so much for sharing that story with us. And it is determination, purpose. What is it that pushes you? What is it that made you take that decision to begin with? And that drive should keep you going until you get to what you want to do.
Exactly.
Thank you so much, Yahya, for your contribution.
All right.
All right. Ma'as-salama. We have another caller. Assalamu alaikum.
Alaikum assalam.
Dr. Mukhtar, I was wondering, when are you going to call? Today, a nice topic, you're not calling.
The show is jam-packed with the calls.
Alhamdulillah. Alhamdulillah.
Hard to call you. MashaAllah.
So, Dr. Mukhtar, what are your thoughts?
These are the positive vibes your show is spreading.
Jazakallah khair. It goes both ways. You spread positivity to me and it goes right back to you. Alhamdulillah.
Alhamdulillah, good.
So what are your thoughts, Dr. Mukhtar?
Today's topic really a very appropriate extension of your previous topic.
Yes.
And for me, I think the giving up means that you are surrendering and abdicating the courage and the hope given to you by Allah.
Subhanallah.
So if you will give up, it means that you are surrendering those hopes and powers.
Yes.
And I know in the childhood we read a small story about a king and spider.
Is it a short story, long story?
It's a very short story.
Please go ahead.
Hopefully. Yeah, the king was very brave. He was defeated by a big army. Then he took shelter in a cave. He was depressed and he was going to give up.
Okay.
Then he saw a spider. He was climbing on the wall to build a web on the ceiling.
Yes.
That spider took 7 to 10 attempts. And finally he managed to make that web. And immediately that king, he took that lesson. He went back to the people. He gathered the army and he defeated the other army.
Subhanallah.
So he took a lesson from that small insect.
Yeah.
So we can find so many lessons around us.
We can, but as long as we have the right mind to see it. I always say this.
Definitely, those are the ingredients.
Yes. Thank you so much, Dr. Mukhtar, for your call.
Welcome.
Have a good day.
Have a nice day.
You too. MashaAllah, I'm so glad to hear from all of you. This show is, bringing me so much joy, and I'm glad to know it's doing the same for you. So this is your nation station. This is Love Your Life, your host, Mayya Al Said. We're discussing how to never give up on yourself. You can call me because this is a live show. I'm here right up until 3:30, and you can do so by calling 2460 2058, 2460 2058. So when I say don't give up, what does this mean? I will answer this after taking this call. Assalamu alaikum.
وعليكم السلام. كيف حالك يا ميا؟
Alhamdulillah. Sheikh Hatem, how are you?
Fine, how are you?
Alhamdulillah Rabbil Alameen. What are your thoughts?
Thank you for another amazing show.
Jazakallah khair. I try my best.
Alhamdulillah. I just wanted to share 3 short points about this topic.
Yes.
The first one is that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala created us as custodians on this earth and made everything else under our service. So when we give up on ourselves, then everything else on this universe will give up on us.
Okay.
Number 2 is that when we give up, we are insulting Allah because He chose us among 200 million sperms to be the one to survive, to make a difference. So if we give up, then we're insulting Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala for choosing us.
Subhanallah.
And number 3 is I read a story, a very inspiring story of a little Russian boy who is called Kalashnikov. He is the one who designed the weapon known as Kalashnikov.
Yes.
But this story indicates how this boy really did not give up until the last minute, although of his young age. And I advise anyone to read his story and find out more what he did.
It's very interesting. I know of the weapon, but I didn't know there was an inspiring story, so I'll definitely check that out. Thank you so much.
Inshallah. Shukran.
Jazakallah khair, Sheikh Hatem. Thank you so much for, again, all your contributions. This is a reminder, this is a live show. You're more than welcome to join in on the discussion and share your thoughts, just as many of my callers have done, and you can do so by calling 2460 2058, 2460 2058. Just a tip. Now there are 3 tips. 1, to only call me when it is safe to do so. Don't risk your life or the life of others around you. 2, please reduce your radio when you call in. And 3, just keep trying because, alhamdulillah and mashallah, the lines are quite busy. So, Ayub, we have a caller? No. All right, so just before Hatem's call, I was saying, what does it mean when I say don't give up? I'm saying be willing to accept failure. Be willing to know that it's going to get tough. And it's okay, it's just part of the journey. You just have to hang in there and just persevere. Not compromising on your most important values. Don't compromise on the thing that makes you you. Even if other people seem to have reached their goal with compromising things that you think is very important to you, do not fall into that trap, because you will lose yourself in the process, and it will not be a successful end, in my opinion. doing what you say you will do, walking the walk and talking, and talking the talk. If you say you're going to do something, you better do it. Don't put out something that it's not you. Don't say something for the sake of saying it because you think it will get you what you want. Be honest, be trustworthy, have integrity, be, all the values that Islam teaches us. Don't give them away simply to reach your goal, because it's not going to be pretty. Don't give up means you have the right to live the life you want. Always remember that. This is your choice. I always say this. And just one more point is believe in yourself, because you are important to you. If you think other people don't value you or don't see you as important, you do. So don't give up for you. And we have a caller. Assalamu alaikum. Ahlan, how are you?
Fine, how are you?
Alhamdulillah. Who is on the line?
This is Humaid on the line.
Who again? Sorry?
Humaid.
Nice to speak to you, Humaid. Please let me know, what are your thoughts on the show?
Yeah, I've just listened to you. I don't know too much.
I can't hear you very well. If you can just speak closer to the microphone. Okay?
I'm on the road, yeah, that's why the signal might be bad.
Okay, no problem. I hope you're still, on Bluetooth or something. Don't risk your life, huh?
No, my friend is with me. And,
okay. Go ahead. Sorry, go ahead.
Yeah, about the topic, I really think that the main to have hope. Otherwise, your life won't have any purpose. So if you lose hope, then you won't...
Hello? If I lose...
Start hating everything. So the important thing to have a purpose for your life.
Yes.
And to have hope in order to continue living like a real human being.
Subhanallah.
Okay. Yeah.
Thank you so much, Humaid, for your call.
Yeah.
And drive safe. Ma'a salama. Thank you so much. So that was Humaid's contribution. You're more than welcome to join in on the discussion of today's topic, which is never give up on yourself, on your nation station, on your program Love Your Life with me, Mayya Al Said. You can do so by calling 2460 2058, 2460 2058. Don't give up on yourself or on your dreams. As I always been saying, it's not going to be easy, but don't you ever stop trying, because the moment you do, subhanallah, is the moment you are about to strike gold. Maybe it's hard, but you know what? Each day gets easier. And I remember, I think you should listen, if you haven't listened to the episode Take Action to Create Your Life, which was the topic I talked about on episode 12. I think it complements this episode very well. You have the power to control something incredible. Guess what? It's called your life. You have the power to take advantage of each day and make a difference in someone's life. You have the power to create something incredible and make an impact on society. And I hope that is one thing I'm trying to do. I am trying to create something incredible and impact society. And alhamdulillah, I seem to be doing that with the grace of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala and all your support. And I have a question. What have you given up on? Because someone has given up on you. Let me know right after this break.
Oman FM presents Ramadan Bonanza. Join June and the team on the nation station Oman FM every evening, 8 o'clock to 9 p.m. at Muscat City Center. Lots of prizes and surprises await you. Come along and be a winner. Ramadan Bonanza. Oman is a country full of treasures, from its people to its history, beaches to its mountains, deserts to its wadis. Show off your knowledge of this great country and win cash prizes with Talal this Ramadan on weeknights and Hafid every weekend from 10 p.m. to midnight. You can be a winner on Treasure Wadi.
Now, let the party begin.
Win cash prizes and surprises here on the Nation Station.
Love your life.
Love your life.
Welcome back to your nation station. This is your host Mayya Al Said on your program Love Your Life. I am here for another 15 minutes. The topic for today is never give up on yourself. You can call me, let me know your thoughts, just as many of the callers did, and you can do so by calling 2460 2058, 2460 2058. May I remind you, only call me when it is safe to do so. Don't risk your life or the life of others around you. Make sure you please reduce your radio when you call in so we can actually have a conversation and there are not too many interruptions. And yeah, just keep calling. It seems the lines are busy, so just hang in there, and I'd love to hear from you. So today, as I said, the topic is never give up on yourself. And I asked you before the break, what have you given up on? Because someone has given up on you. The thing is, people's words can sometimes be like a sword to your heart, so hurtful that, subhanallah, with time you tend to believe in it, especially if it's such a hurtful comment. You tend to, I don't know, you tend to think that whatever that person said about you is true. You gave them that power just because they hurt you so much. So I'm here to tell you, don't let somebody else's opinion of you become your reality. And this is a quote that was said by Les Brown. I'll repeat it again because I think I said it too fast. Don't let someone else's opinion of you become your reality. That person doesn't know you. Maybe knows a little bit of you, but doesn't know enough of you to make an opinion that should determine how you feel, how you value yourself. So don't give that power to anyone. You have to believe in yourself when no one else does. That's what will make you a winner. That's what will make you succeed. Yourself. Yes, you do need the people around you. The people around you, there are two types of people. People that will be there to lift you up. People who will be there to bring you down. Both people you need. Why? You need those who will lift you up, because there are times that you just, you're onto something and you just need that little bit of push. And the people who lift you up will do that for you. And the ones who will bring you down, they probably highlighting some things that might go wrong. So you need those to ensure that you've got yourself covered, that you include it in your plan. So don't feel let down by their comments, and most importantly by their opinion of you. Just a reminder, today we're discussing never give up on yourself. You are more than welcome to join me by calling 2460 2058, 2460 2058. Let's keep Ayub busy so he can transfer the calls over to me. Only call me when it is safe to do so. In everything in life, whatever goal or anything that you want to achieve, you have to keep pushing forward. And when you do that, you need to, surround yourselves with people who will take you higher. And you always remember that. The most, I think, most said sentence in this episode is never give up. Here, I'm going to say a couple of sentences, and I just want to imagine that, I want you to imagine that this is you saying it to yourself. So yes, it's my voice, but it's you. And this is how it goes. To the reflection I see in the mirror, please follow the words you write. To the reflection I see in the mirror, practice what you preach. To the reflection I see in the mirror, stop hiding behind your words and start living them. I think when I read this, I could actually feel the words, and I hope you felt them too, and I hope they make a positive impact on your life. May I remind you, this is your nation station, Oman FM, and this is your host Mayya Al Said, also known as the Sewist, and this is your lovely show, which I'm so glad you're all enjoying, called Love Your Life. And today's topic is never give up on yourself. You're more than welcome to join me, discuss, let me know, share your stories on this topic by calling 2460 2058, 2460 2058. You are stronger than you think. You might not see it, you might not feel it, but I am telling you, you are stronger than you think. If something doesn't work, try a different approach. I always like to say that there's so many doors in front of you. Some might be open, some might be closed, some might be locked. It's up to you to decide which door you want to try. And try it. Knock on the door, it doesn't open. Find out why. What's the reason? Is there a key? Where is the key? Find out everything you can until you open the door. And you know what? If it doesn't open, try another door. The bottom line is, don't give up. Change something different. If there's something that you've been doing that's not giving you the results that you want, don't keep doing the same thing and expecting a different outcome. Change what you do. Change something so it will eventually change your result. Experiment. Don't get stuck. Don't you think that just because it's not working, then khalas, it's, this is what it's meant to be. Change. Experiment. Do something different. Don't get stuck in the same position. Don't compare yourself to people who have already succeeded. Actually, don't compare yourself ever, not to anyone, because nobody is you. Not even if you have an identical twin, nobody is you. You and your twin might look alike, but your personality will be different, your goals will be different, everything about you will be different. So do not compare yourself to anybody, because Allah created you uniquely in everything that you are, subhanallah. So take that is your strength, subhanallah. So don't think that because this person did it or this person didn't do, that determines what you can or cannot do, because it doesn't. You determine, and subhanallah, and Allah's plan for you determines, but you have to be willing to explore. Yes, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has a plan for you, but if you're just sitting at home and doing nothing about it, you will never realize what the plan is, and you might try different plans and it might not work for you, but one of them will work, and then you will realize what you were meant to do and what Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala wanted for you in your life. Just a reminder that this is a live show. You're more than welcome to call me now by dialing 2460 2058, 2460 2058. The topic is Never Give Up on Yourself. The program is Love Your Life. This show is going to be repeated at 10 past midnight. So if you're hearing this at 10 past midnight, and I know many of you are trying to call, the show is 2:30 to 3:30. So tune in then and call me. If you want to hear the other past episodes or this one again, it will be up on my YouTube channel, The Sewist. We're talking about how to never give up, and I mentioned that you are stronger than you think. Don't compare yourself to people who have already succeeded, or to anyone for that matter. Focus on things you can control instead of focusing on things that you cannot control. Stop thinking about things that you can't control, such as, the weather, what people think of you. What people think of you? Why do you even want to think of what people think of you? Okay, it's nice, you want people to think the best of you, but not everybody will see what you see. And we have a caller. Assalamu alaikum. Assalamu alaikum.
Hello, assalamu alaikum.
Wa alaikum salam wa rahmatullah.
How are you, sister?
Alhamdulillah, how are you? Would you mind introducing yourself?
My name is Warda Hanif Al-Kashmiri.
Warda Al-Kashmiri. How are you, sister?
Alhamdulillah.
Alhamdulillah. Fine. Let me know your thoughts on today's topic.
Yes. So, yesterday I called you. I was waiting for your call, but you haven't called me. But I get the answer.
Okay,
so I would like to share with you and the listener who are listening.
Okay, please do.
Yeah. So the answer of my question is that we have to pray with Allah that we give us the power to tolerate all the things.
Mm-hmm.
So another message for all that who is not able to tolerate or to able to manage this kind of things,
mm-hmm.
so don't give up. Don't go for the wrong things.
Yes.
So only this thing I want to share my opinion with you guys.
Thank you very much. And just to respond to the fact that, yes, I did say I would call you. I did get your number and I was planning to get some...
No, it's fine.
No, just to...
I get the answer. So
Jazakallah
I'm very happy that I was listening to your topic today. So I'm very happy that you are suggesting a very, very nice point.
Alhamdulillah.
It's very satisfying to me.
Jazakallah khair. Thank you, Warda. And I will call you. Don't worry. Just give me some time. Thank you very much for your call, Warda.
Have a nice day.
You too, ma'asalama. And we have another caller. Assalamu alaikum. Wa alaikum salam wa rahmatullah. How are you?
Hi, sister.
Hi, brother. How are you?
I'm fine. Majid is speaking.
Majid. All right. Let me know, what are your thoughts?
Actually, I'm sure in your interesting topics that we should not give up at all.
Mm-hmm.
especially as we are Muslims, and Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala mentioned in His books and Sunnah that we should not give up at all.
Okay.
And let me say that an example about it, that who made the electricity, that Thomas Edison.
Yes.
As they mentioned, he tried 99 times. So imagine if he stopped with the second or third, or let's say the 10th trying.
Yes.
And the others also stopped, we will not be or change our situation. Will be as same as what we are on.
Yes.
That's what I would like to add only.
Thank you very much, Majid, for your contribution.
Welcome, sister.
Thank you so much, and it is true. I remember giving that example of Thomas Edison in one of my episodes. Don't ask me which one. MashaAllah, I've been doing so much of them now. I can't refer to which, where did I say what, but it's on my YouTube channel. And yeah, we should never give up on our dreams, on ourselves. And subhanAllah, that's just the beauty of life. And just before the call, I was saying to focus on things that we can control instead of focusing on things that we can't control, such as what other people think of us. Change our habits. These are things that we can control, like waking up earlier, planning our day to make sure that we make the most of our day, and do things that make us happy. Those things that we can control, and these are the things that we should focus on, and ultimately, inshallah, it will make us better people, and then we will eventually make our lives better because we are happy with who we are. And when things are not working, find out why not. Change your way so you can change your results. We always face obstacles in life. They can be internal and they can be external. But as long as you are firm in yourself, and it takes a lot of self-development, to be honest, and you have to have as well very strong faith in Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala and in the plan. And we don't know all the answers. We're not born to know all the answers. That's why subhanahu wa ta'ala, we have Allah. And that's so reassuring, especially in my personal life. I've turned to Him for so many, experiences in my life, and He's always been there. And I am who I am today because of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, because of my family, because of as well believing in myself. I have to give myself credit for that. And with as always, before I forget, I want to share some of my quotes. This is one that you might find funny, but let's do it. It says, "Remember that guy that gave up? Neither does no one else." Meaning because he didn't accomplish anything, because he gave up on himself. And he gave up on his goal. So that's why we probably have never heard of him. Don't be discouraged. It's often the last thing in the... don't be discouraged. It's often the last key in the bunch that opens the lock. Sometimes when you try to open a door and you have so many keys in this bunch, and you try 1 key, 2 key, 3 key, and it doesn't work. But if you keep trying, it's the last key, subhanAllah, that's on the key ring that will open the door. So don't get discouraged. Winners never quit, and quitters never win. And subhanAllah, I hope that these episodes, that all that we say is making a positive difference in your life. And let me see what we have summed up for tomorrow. Tomorrow, inshallah, we'll have the topic, accept what you can't change. So I look forward to hearing from you, as always, and from Ayub and myself, Mayya Al Said. Thank you so much for watching. Thank you so much for watching. Thank you so much for listening. And we shall meet up tomorrow, inshallah. Ma'a salama.
Love Your Life.
Love your life.
Love Your Life, a show like no other, one that aims to inspire you to live a life you love. Choosing to be positive and having a grateful attitude is going to determine how you're going to live your life.
Love yourself.
Love yourself.
Love your day.
Love your day.
Love your life.
Love your life.
Love your life.
Love Your Life, prepared and presented by Sayyida Mayya Al Said.
Love your life.